Alright, so here we are this morning. We're like really in crunch time, and like I said in the last video, what I wanted to do is do record like one project. I thought it'd be kind of cool so people can search for one project they're trying to do on their boat and see what I'm doing and see what not to do or what to do. But anyways, it's really crunch time right now. We're supposed to get the boat in the water this weekend, so in a couple of days. So at this point, we still have a lot of stuff to do inside the cabin with the electrical, which I got some of it done, but with time constrictions and knowing that it's going to rain tomorrow, I wanted to get the bottom paint done today. So I'm going to start with that, and then we'll get into the rest of the electrical stuff that needs to be done. So, all right, let's get to it. Right now, I just started taping off the water line and getting the bottom of the hole ready. So one of the issues that we had actually last night, you can see over here, it was like kind of dripping. What we did was I flooded the kill trunk in the bilge. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't leaking. I'm glad I did, because it was leaking. So I washed out the bilge really well, found out where the little crack was, and it's actually drying right now. So when it does, I'll go in there and I'll seal it with fiberglass and resin. And in a couple hours, I'll fill it again and make sure it doesn't leak. So I am going to finish doing the bottom paint on the bottom. I'm just going to skip this area, and once it's all done, a couple hours we'll test it, and then I'll come back and I'll finish painting the bottom over here, sanding and painting it. So, all right. Now that everything's taped off, I can start painting the bottom. This is the paint I'm using, JD Select. Is it good? I don't know. I found it on Amazon, and I got next day shipping, and that's pretty much all I cared about for this boat. I got a lot of other important stuff to do, so it's crunch time. And I just got this because I can get it next day shipping. I'm going to be using this roller nap. This respirator, some people say you have to use it, even rolling it. I don't know if you have to or not, so I'm just going to use it. I also have this paint pan I'm going to use, and these gloves. I guess it's very important, not to get this on you or try not to breathe it in, all that kind of stuff. So I am going to use pants and proper protective gear, including these gloves, glasses, etc., etc. So it's pretty hot out here today, so I'm going to be sweating. Hopefully I get this done in less than an hour. All right. Alright, so the bottom paint's pretty much done. There's a couple spots I couldn't do yet, like obviously over here, and the bottom part of the key. Alright, so we're doing the bottom part of the strip now with the gray from the blue, and for some reason, we're using the nap, and for some reason, it was like, I don't know, it's like really, really tacky, and it just didn't seem to be coming out that well. So, my wife's going to use the brush, and then probably tomorrow we'll sand it, and then we'll try it again with either the nap, or we might have to do the brush, use the brush again. So. Alright, it's really sunny over here. I don't know if you can see this, but over here I'm trying to paint the non-slip, and I don't know if you really call it non-slip because I'm using a semi-gloss, so it will still be a little protective, but it might be a little slippery. I don't know yet. It's on this really rough non-slip surface, so I think what I'm using is going to be good. I'll show you what I'm using in a second, but right now I'm just trying to tape this off. So I just cheap-ass painter's tape, and for the corners I'm going to use the electrical tape, which works pretty well actually. I've done it before. The only thing is you have to, after you put it on, you have to paint pretty quickly, otherwise the electrical tape will start to coil up and fall off. So, all right, I'll show you how I do that. All right, you kind of see what I did. I used the painter's tape over here, and then around the corner, I just used the electrical tape, and it was a lot easier to make a nice smooth corner over here. So you can kind of see how that works. So you can see I went around over here. I used the painter's tape. Painter's tape is good because you can get kind of a nice straight edge. But the electrical tape is gritty for the corners. And look at that. works really great. And if you don't pull it too tight, the tape won't like kind of buckle back. So it works out really well. So over here I pulled it a little bit too tight, so I just used some painter's tape to keep it down. So, and the only other problem with using this electrical tape is you have to be ready to paint. So I'm just doing like small sections at a time. So, all right, this is just about ready. It's already you know, wiped down with alcohol. So I'm gonna go ahead now and put a coat of paint on it. All right, I got everything taped off, and now I'm just trying to paint the foredeck here with this. Well, I shouldn't say not. It's not non-slip paint, but the non-slip section is what I'm trying to do now. And I should have cut everything in first, like around this stainless, but I didn't, and I'm not too worried about it. I might do it afterwards, or I might not, depending how good I can get it done with the roller, you know, going around the edges. But I'm not, like I said, you know, I'm not a professional. I'm a truck driver, so I'm just trying to like get it to look decent. You got to kind of take your time if you want it to look good or somewhat good. What I'm gonna do is, like I said, I just taped off one section. I'm gonna do one section at a time, and I'll come back a half an hour and I'll do another coat. And then I probably have like, let's see, geez, probably like 8 more sections after this. So it'll take a while. It's gonna take at least a half a day to get all this done, but I'm not gonna bore you as I do the entire foredeck. So I'll just finish up and I'll check back in a couple hours, and hopefully we have some more progress done. So, all right, real quick, I just wanted to show you another section that I was doing. As you can see, what helps when you use that electrical tape is using the painter's tape to keep the corners down. So that really works really well. This has been like this for about 5 minutes, and it hasn't, you know, like coiled up on the sides. So that's good. Oh, one more thing. If you're doing this, and like I said, this is definitely not an instructional video, but what I did to make painting a little bit easier, to make cleaner lines, was I went a little bit past the non-slip. So it's hard to see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see here's a non-slip where it stops. And I was trying to go over like 1/4 of an inch or so that way they have nice clean lines. So it'll look good, somewhat good. So, anyways, all right.